New information now on the Great Mobile train debate.
The Alabama State Port Authority director tells NBC 15 News it might be a mistake to let Amtrak stop here. NBC 15's Justin Moore is live tonight from the port.
Justin, the director says passenger trains could have a negative impact on shipping.
That's right. It is one of the busiest ports in the U.S., and the director says Amtrak could possibly put jobs in jeopardy.
My concern is impacts because of our dependence upon that CSX line.
Port Authority CEO Jimmy Lyons says Alabama Port could have a potential problem if passenger rail services come rolling back into Mobile.
So anything that diminishes that diminishes our capabilities at the port and drives the cost up for our customers, and this is not a good thing.
Lyons says Amtrak could cause a train congestion on the single CXS rail between the Big Easy and Mobile. According to federal law, passenger trains get track priority, forcing freight trains to pull over and wait.
They get backed up during the day. All of a sudden, they're now having to squeeze that traffic into less hours in the day. And so we're not able to get out on the CSX track to push back into the port.
The city of Mobile is being asked to cough up $3 million to pay for the service, something Governor Ivey was unwilling to do last year. Today, I asked Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth about the battle between passenger and freight trains. Some businesses on the port here are saying that it would hurt their business. Do you agree with that?
You know, I'll let them speak for themselves. I mean, I just think for the state as a whole, when you look at transportation, it's certainly something I would support.
Ainsworth says he thinks Amtrak would be great for the port city, Alabama, and the Gulf Coast. Mississippi and Louisiana agree, already putting up their part of the cost, but the Mobile City Council is still on the fence, with the deadline to decide coming next week. Now, Lyons says he wants a study done on passenger rail services here to Mobile, which would delay the vote even longer. Unless the city council approves that $3 million by February 5th, all the federal funding for this project will be lost. In Mobile, Justin Moore, NBC 15 News.
Justin, thanks. Now, the existing track from New Orleans to Mobile is owned by CSX. It's about 138 miles of track, nearly all of which is single tracking, meaning one train at a time. There are 6 large sidings on that stretch, basically a second set of tracks, so one train can pass another. But with an average of 14 freight trains a day on that line already, adding passenger trains would make the scheduling much more complicated.
The cities along that route want to make sure their voice is heard. Coastal Mississippi is putting up millions for the rail line itself. We told you last night how Biloxi in particular feels it has a lot to gain. Mayor Andrew Fofo Glitch is among the local leaders issuing a challenge to the city of Mobile.
We want our people visiting, and of course, you know, I think there's a natural connection between New Orleans, Biloxi, and Mobile.
Mobile is pretty much a capital of carnival just as much as New Orleans is.
Mayor Glitch will be urging the city of Mobile to consider the new rail line in his State of the City address tomorrow night.
We want to know what you think. If there is Amtrak train service between Mobile and New Orleans, how often would you use it? So far, the highest percentage of voters say they would use it about once a month. To take part in this NBC 15 News poll, head to our website, mynbc15.com.
NBC 15 News has followed the rail proposal since the Southern Rail Commission rolled through Mobile years ago. We will continue to follow the City Council's discussion as it develops. For more, be sure to visit our website, mynbc15.com.